when you stop yourself at that boundary and you don't let it cross over into other people, you're not worried about other people. You're only worried about yourself. Therefore, it is your world. Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. But if you're new here, my name is Naya, and welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. You guys see the title, so I don't have much explanation to do on that. I don't have much talking for this intro to do. If you see my phone right here, if it wasn't obvious, I'm testing out something new. I'm gonna see how this works with the voice memos. And this is my quote-unquote mic as of right now. Let's hope it doesn't cut off in the midst of this, but we're hoping for the best. And then if you see me looking down at any point, I also have my iPad right here with my notes, because once I think about a concept, my mind just goes down this rabbit hole, and then I start having a whole bunch of thoughts. So this is just the best way to organize it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. So I'm especially excited to talk about what we're talking about today. I don't know what I'm going to title this video just yet, but it's going to have something to do with reprogramming your mind, changing your reality, something of that sort. And I've been very excited to talk about this because, one, not only have I not done a sit down video like this in a while, but two, it's something that I've been thinking about and have actually been in the works of doing these past couple weeks or whatever. These past couple weeks have been more transformative for me in my growth within my mind. So we're gonna start there with my first point. Your brain is not, technically it's not a muscle, but I feel as though your brain should be the strongest muscle. Your brain powers everything that you see. Quite literally, like your brain sends signals to other parts of your body, and that's why you're able to move the way you're able to move, and etc. But along with that point, okay, your brain has to be the strongest muscle, right? Because you are a reflection of your inner beliefs. How are you a reflection of your inner beliefs? Let's say you lose $350. Mindset A, okay? Mindset A is, damn, I just lost $350. I'm feeling broke. Life is hard. All these unfortunate things have been happening to me, and life is hard. Now I'm $350 broker than I was before. I really needed that $350. Mindset B, I just lost $350. I'm taking this as a sign that I need to be more careful with my money. But I'm gonna keep living life. Life's still gonna go on. That money gonna come back regardless. With mindset B, not everybody is in that mindset where they're like, oh yeah, money just comes and goes. But in reality, money just comes and goes. Just like how money makes this world go round, don't you think the money is going around with the world? It's just everything is coming in full circle. But that's besides the point, because the whole point of this video is not the money. The whole objective that I'm trying to get at is that mindset B is the mindset that you should strive to have. Life goes on. You're going to make more money. Plus that, even if you lose that money, there's so many more things that are going to come to you that can replace that will suffice. And you are so much more abundant in a whole bunch of things other than money. So you're not even worried about that. And like I said, mindset B is the mindset that you should strive to work towards. You lost $350. There's no getting that back for my people in microeconomics. That is now technically a sunk cost because it can't be incurred. You cannot get that back. Once you have that mindset where it's like, charge it to the game, life goes on, I'm gonna still be happy regardless, that's when your whole reality shifts. That's when your whole brain changes. And that's what I'm saying when I'm saying that your reality is a reflection of your inner thoughts and what you are thinking. Another example, which I just hate, like, however, we all have these moments where we're looking in the mirror and we're like, my body's too this, my body's not enough of that, my body's not this, that, or... Okay, we all have those moments. If in your reality, you're telling yourself, my body is the best ever, girl, your body bang, okay? Then that's your reality. That's what you're gonna see. You're gonna walk around now with that confidence, like, my body is banging. My body is that. My body is T. Can't nobody tell me nothing different. And as you should. I feel like everybody is entitled to have a positive reality, because you have to harvest these positive thoughts and this positive mindset in order to think that. I was coming across this video. I don't remember the specifics, but I do remember that it was from a YouTube video. And in the YouTube video, this girl, she had a quote at the bottom. If I find it, I'll obviously link it down below, but if not, you already know what it is. The phrase said, if you can't change the situation, change how you think about it. That changed my mindset. That definitely, like, if y'all want to talk about things that alter your reality, alter your mindset, like, that quote in itself, it changed my life in a way. And if you can't do anything about it, change your mindset on it. And this leads me into the act, really the art, because it's beautiful. Once you learn how to just let go, once you learn how to detach from not only people, what they could possibly be thinking about you, about things. One thing that I'm recently having to learn to do is to just get out of people's business. When you start to form strong opinions on what these strangers and randoms are saying, that's taking away from the reflection that you could be doing. That's taking away from every ounce and minute, second of focus that you have on you for somebody that you don't know. See, that's the thing. Like, when people tell me, oh, so-and-so did this, and even I'll tell people like, oh, such and such did this. You know, obviously we're all on Instagram. We're all seeing what people are doing at every second, minute, hour of the day. It's in this generation's nature to just be like, hey, like, bruh, so-and-so is doing this. Like there's a boundary that I just simply don't cross. Okay, not necessarily out of respect for the other person, but out of respect for me and out of respect for myself. Okay, that boundary is, we are not forming strong opinions on what these people are doing with their lives, because what these people are doing with their lives is none of their business. Okay, and this concept and this theory is just so freeing, because then you can apply it to yourself. What you are doing, what you decide to do that makes you happy, that might not make Betty and Susie happy, that is making you happy, and that is your business. By forming that boundary, like, hey, I'm not going to form a strong opinion on this person and what they're doing with their lives, because I'm so focused on me. And I am going to detach from their life. And I really recommend that a lot of you guys, start to form that boundary. Form that boundary not for, like I said, not for the respect of other people, but out of respect for yourself. Who are you to be invested in other people's lives? We have things like TMZ or certain talk shows that would talk about what celebrities are doing. We have paparazzi. We have literally Instagram and social media where people voice their opinions on certain situations every day. I'm just thinking, like, is that not overwhelming? Like, to me, that's overwhelming. I feel like I'm such an opinionated person. Like, when I form an opinion, that is my opinion. Okay, everybody else is entitled to their opinion. I'm very strong-minded. When I see these videos, not only am I starting to form an opinion on the situation that they're talking about, but I'm now starting to form an opinion on the person who's talking about the situation. Because it's like, do you not have more to do with your life? No judgment. Like I said, there always has to be somebody. There has to be somebody that has to do it, okay? It is a little bit of a guilty pleasure of mine to, tune in a little bit on the drama. But like I said, there's always that boundary, because at the end of the day, I don't know these people. Why am I so invested in their lives and what they're doing? Form that boundary. Do not let yourself get past the point of where you are starting to attach opinions with other people that just simply do not matter. Like, eyes on the prize, okay? And for my girls out there, you are the prize, okay? Men, I don't know an analogy. I don't know a proper analogy to make it click for y'all, but you are the prize. I am the prize, okay? Eyes need to be on the prize, not on this person, not on that person. Pretend you're in a bubble, you're in a box. Do not overstep that line and that bubble, and do not go outside that bubble to now insert yourself into what other people are doing. That does not make sense. Hey, it harms you. It takes away from you, because now you're spending all this time and energy invested into somebody else's life when, baby, you're here on this earth to be investing into your life and your purpose. Back to my point of reprogramming your mind. Not only was that letting go and detaching one aspect of reprogramming your mind, but for my overthinkers, I am guilty, more so in the past than now, of overthinking, like chronically. I would just be in my bed getting upset about situations that aren't even happening, but I would also second guess myself. Overthinking will have you second guessing yourself constantly, over and over again. The short answer to solve this problem is affirmations. Hear me out. Hear me out. Every time you decide to second guess yourself, tell yourself, I'm right. Everything that I'm saying is correct. Technically, logically, we're not saying that it's factual. We're just saying it's correct, meaning you are confident in what you're saying, in the words that are coming out of your mouth currently. And it doesn't even have to be this affirmation. It's really specific to you. If you're doubting yourself, again, tell yourself, I am correct. I am right. In theory, everybody is winging it in life. So technically nobody is correct, but technically everybody is correct. The confident people, the most confident people in this society, in this world right now, are technically the most correct. Like I said, subjective, correct in their eyes, because everything that they're saying, they believe, they're confident in. Of course, there are exceptions at times, but you have to be confident. And you have to reprogram your mind. You are 100% capable of being confident. In fact, affirm yourself. Tell yourself that. Tell yourself that you are 100% capable of speaking confidently, of thinking clearly, and of moving however you so please to move. This is how the other concept ties in. When you stop yourself at that boundary and you don't let it cross over into other people, you're not worried about other people. You're only worried about yourself. Therefore, it is your world. I understood this kind of like the idea that it is your world, but I kind of didn't, because it's like, isn't it everyone's world then? Or in the past, I've thought technically on a lot of stuff because I didn't trust myself. I didn't trust the thinking that instantly popped into my brain. Whether it was factual or not, I should have, because that's what confidence is. Believing in yourself, trusting yourself. It is your own world. If you want to think about it technically, okay, I guess, yeah, it's everyone's world too. But no, babes, it's your world. Just like how it's my world. And I feel like everybody should have that mindset, because too many people, I feel, are crossed into boundaries that it's like you're in a foreign territory and you're not on vacation. You don't have any purpose to be there. So why are you there? It's not benefiting you from being in somebody else's business. It's so freeing when you detach yourself from other people, when you stop yourself from forming opinions on what other people are doing, what they're saying, what they're thinking. Because when you stop forming these opinions, you stop wondering, what are they thinking about me? You only start to worry about, what am I thinking about myself? You can change your reality. You are in control of your own reality, and you do this by reprogramming your mind and shifting your thoughts. Tell yourself that you are loved. Tell yourself that you matter. Each and every one of you guys watching this video deserves the world and some. You need to start telling yourself that. We need to get out of this mindset, this limiting mindset with these limiting thoughts and limiting beliefs. You do not have to believe your thoughts. You don't. Thoughts are just automatically generated, and a certain thought can be triggered by just hearing a song or something. You do not have to believe everything that comes into your mind. In fact, do not, because there are limiting beliefs. There are even a lot of times where I have limiting beliefs, but you can't feed into it. You have to form that boundary. Again, form another boundary within yourself to not let yourself get into that deep end. When you start believing your limiting thoughts, you start getting into the deep end, and then you will drown. With all that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.